What's the dumbest thing you believed as a kid? When I was 7, my dad told me that if I swallowed watermelon seeds, a watermelon would grow in my stomach. I was terrified of this happening, so I spent an entire summer carefully picking out every single seed before eating watermelon. One day at a family barbecue, I accidentally swallowed a seed and completely panicked. I ran to my mom crying that I was going to die because there was going to be a watermelon growing inside me. Instead of telling me the truth, she played along and said we needed to do everything possible to stop it from growing. She made me drink a ton of water and told me to jump up and down to drown the seed. My whole family watched me jumping around the backyard like a maniac for 20 minutes. Then my uncle suggested we go to the hospital just to be safe. I was absolutely convinced I was dying. We got in the car and drove to the emergency room, where my mom very seriously explained to the nurse that I had swallowed a watermelon seed. The nurse looked confused until my mom winked at her. Then the nurse put on this very concerned face and said, "Oh no, we need to do some tests immediately." They brought me into a room and pretended to do an ultrasound on my stomach. The nurse pointed at the screen and said, "I have good news and bad news. The bad news is there's definitely something in there. The good news is it's not a watermelon." I asked what it was, and she said, "It looks like it's going to be a pumpkin instead." I started crying even harder because pumpkins are way bigger than watermelons. Then my dad finally felt bad and told me the truth. He explained that food doesn't grow in your stomach, and that he was just joking. But here's the thing, I was so relieved that I wasn't going to turn into a pumpkin that I didn't even care that they had all lied to me. The nurse gave me a sticker and told me I was the bravest pumpkin patient she'd ever had. 20 years later, I still refuse to eat watermelon seeds, just in case my dad was actually right the first time.